I gave birth to a pair of twins. The younger daughter was a sweet talker who loved to cry, always making a fuss to get her older sister hers things. The older daughter never made a fuss. She was well-behaved and obedient, so I inevitably neglected her. After the younger daughter got married, I busied myself taking care of her, and her dowry was even more than double her sister's. Who would have known that in her heart, I wasn't even as close as a nanny? She even turned her back and wanted to sever ties with me after I was diagnosed with cancer. On the contrary, my older daughter took care of me day and night, using all her savings to pay for my treatment. When I opened my eyes again, I put the chicken leg into my older daughter's bowl without hesitation. Turning to my younger daughter, I said, "What are you crying for? You're going to tear this family apart with all your crying." I had twin daughters. My younger daughter was a sweet talker who cried easily, always throwing a fit to get her sister's tea. Hings. My older daughter never caused trouble. She was quiet and obedient, so I inevitably neglected her. After my younger daughter got married, I ran myself ragged taking care of her. Her dowry was more than double her sister's. Who would have thought that in her heart, I wasn't even as close to her as a nanny? Worse, the moment I was diagnosed with cancer, she turned around and demanded to cut all ties with me. Instead, it was my older daughter who cared for me day and night, using all her savings to pay for my medical treatments. When I opened my eyes again, I didn't hesitate to put the chicken drumstick in my older daughter's bowl. I turned to my younger daughter. "What's there to cry about? You're going to tear this family apart with all your crying." When I opened my eyes again, I couldn't quite process what was happening. The cold hospital ceiling was gone, as was the monotonous sea of blue and white. Instead, I was in my own bedroom. I surveyed the decor, unable to snap out of my daze for a long time. There was a sound from outside, and the nanny knocked on my door. "Madam, the young ladies are back." I stepped out of the room and looked at the familiar yet foreign surroundings. My younger daughter, Julia Thorne, was already on the sofa munching on an apple. My older daughter, Joyce Thorne, came through the door, neatly arranged the shoes they had both taken off, then turned to give me a sweet smile. "Good afternoon, Mom." I nodded and looked over at Julia Thorne. She had her feet propped up on the coffee table and was complaining. "Why didn't you come pick me up, Mom? I wanted to show my classmates our new car today." Just last week, I bought a new car, and my younger daughter had been pestering me to drive it to pick her up from school. But the car was a two-seater sports car. If I picked one of them up, the other would have to walk home. I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't want to go out. "Now, take your feet down." My younger daughter pouted and put her feet down. Meanwhile, my older daughter, who had been quiet the whole time, walked over to my